All right, counter punch boxing. What is going on YouTube? Happy Friday. Well, not quite Friday. I think it's like 11:20 at night. I walked in the door about, I don't know, 10 minutes ago, and I had the Canelo footage from earlier, okay, that I uploaded to share with the channel. Now, I was just going to play it, let you guys take a peek at it. Now, it was released by Golden Boy Promotion. It's fair use. Anyone can use it as I am now. But this was done I think about 3 or 4 days ago. And I wanted to give you guys a look at Canelo. Now look, they got the drone right there. They had the drone. They had the drone on Canelo, okay. And now you look at I'm looking at him. I watched it over like probably 3 or 4 times last night, and he looks normal. He doesn't look like there's no PEDs. Doesn't look heavy. Doesn't look bulky. You know what I mean? Looks like your typical Canelo, how he would look. Flat-footed. I mean, right there you can see. Look, anyone out there watching the video right now, you could get in that ring and mimic those movements. I mean, nothing special. Now, you notice how he's holding his left hand out right there. I've noticed that a lot in their camp. Kind of like how Klitschko will measure his opponent. You'll hold your jab, hold your left hand out there, which is not legal. It's illegal, by the way. But I noticed they've been working on that a lot. So I think we're going to see that in the fight where Canelo is going to, like, hold that left hand out there, just to try to keep Golovkin's jab at bay, because I know, look, they know that jab could win the fight, okay? But now, today, like I said, it's about, I don't know, 11:20, 11:30 right now. All day I've been thinking about the fight, and I kind of like wrote down a few notes I'll just go over with you guys real quick. Okay, and like I always say, number one, whoever lets their hands go, I'm telling you now, the whole effective aggression, the traditional way of judging a fight, it doesn't apply, and it will not apply. I'm telling you. Okay, the judge, look, this is a big fight, huge, okay? It's on a big stage, and they want to see like a star performance, right? I'm telling you, it's almost like, I don't know, man, like who can put on a better show? I just don't think the judges are going to score it, like a fair boxing match. I really don't, especially with Canelo. I mean, they want to see that flashy combo throwing Canelo, and if that's what we get, they're going to give him the round, okay? They're going to give him the round. So, again, Golovkin, he's got to let his hands go. I mean, this needs to be one of his most active fights in his whole career, okay, or at least in his last, like, maybe 7 fights. I mean, he must remain active, okay, and not only that, he's got to punch with Canelo. Okay, when Canelo comes up and does all that fancy shit, that pop, 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 and that little uppercut and that body shot, he needs to let his hands go right there. Punch with him, and that'll stop. See, look, if you want to stop an attack, like when I'm actually sparring a guy in the ring, and a lot of these new guys, like a guy, I'm not going to say his name, that I recently sparred, they come up to you and they're just flurries, just blah, 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 like throwing their hands like crazy, right? And it looks great. It looks like, I'm getting my ass kicked, but nothing is landing, nothing's hurting me. I'm really controlling him. He doesn't know it, but I'm controlling him, although he's the one, like a machine gun with his hands. Well, and if I ever want it to stop, what do? I punch with him. I slip a punch and land a punch. I hurt him, and then it immediately stops. It's like turning a light on and off. So he's got to throw. He's got to punch with him, because I don't think. I don't know, man. Golovkin's got just a iron chin, so I don't think, with that granite chin, that Canelo's going to hurt him. But so I keep thinking about that. And again, you guys have heard me say it 100 times, but the rematch clause, I don't get that. I don't understand the overconfidence out of Bernard Hopkins. I mean, he's going around, pretty much guaranteeing that Canelo will win the fight. Canelo guarantees a knockout. He's like, oh, I guarantee it. I mean, sure, it could be, mental warfare, mental games, whatever. maybe, but I don't know. The overconfidence and, I guess like the sudden shift in behavior I don't like. I mean, usually that indicates something. I mean, they ducked them for 2 years, vacated the WBC, and then here we are. Here we are. I don't understand the overconfidence. I really don't. But and then of course I thought about the past opponents, right? You got to look at that. I mean, do you guys realize, okay, do you realize the last, see that, see guys holding that left hand out right there? Do you realize the last fair fight that Canelo Alvarez was in, honestly, was probably Mayweather. Okay? I mean, I just go down the list, and look, this is common knowledge, but it's important. It's important to remind yourselves, okay, you have a drained 164.5-pound Chavez, okay? And look, I broke down Chavez, his entire career, all the weights, everything, fight night weights, at the weigh-in, everything, the training camps. I made a video. Go back in my channel library, a couple months ago, whatever, and you'll find it. I mean, I was one of the only guys on YouTube that really broke it down. I mean, that just really broke it down. So go back and check it out here. Let me go back a little bit. I don't want it to cut off. But, I thought about that, all right? Khan, I mean, come on. Amir Khan, a 140-pound, a light welter, 3 fights at welterweight, the glass chin. I mean, I'm looking at this. I'm thinking, like, where is the confidence coming from? Like, how is he going to beat him? And the only way, and I feel like a broken record, is if Gennady Golovkin, if he got old overnight, that's it. Either that, or if it's like, there's like some kind of corruption, there's a robbery, whatever. And, no matter what, I want a decisive win. I don't want any Kovalev, Andre Ward bullshit. You know what I mean? I want, a clear winner. Like, yeah, hey, he won, right? None of this like, oh, it was a robbery. I mean, look, if it is a robbery, don't expect the video from me. I'm telling you right now, if, we get the fight, I mean, I'll do like an immediate reaction type thing, but I'm not going to talk about it. If there's a robbery, I'm not going to talk about it. In fact, I'll probably shut my channel down. I'm going to be real with you guys. Like, I mean, if there is some kind of robbery, I will literally just shut my channel down. I mean, that's it. I'm done with boxing. I'm done with it because, it's no longer the boxing that I love and that I grew up with and that I cherish. It's bullshit. It's just bullshit. So, I hope we get a legit fight. And if it does go to the judges, which, I have Golovkin knocking Canelo out, I have, maybe a TKO, I think maybe they're going to stop it. And look, I'll give my prediction. Probably, the official prediction will be like on the 13th, 14th of September. And, you guys can hear what I think about it. But right now, of course, I have Gennady Golovkin winning by stoppage, probably a TKO. Canelo taking too much punishment. I think his corner is going to stop it. The referee will stop it. Somebody's going to stop it. Shit, Oscar De La Hoya might jump in that bitch and stop it. Like, who knows? But anyway, getting back to the opponents, I'm going to cut it off here in a minute. Kirkland, shot, punchy, no chin, right? Irislandy Lara, I think it was a draw. I think it was, in my mind, it was a draw. Okay? Mayweather, I mean, got completely schooled, like embarrassed, okay? Angulo, I mean, you look at all these guys, and then, I mean, how can I forget, you have the Canelo catchweight, that 155-pound Canelo catchweight. Okay, so my point is, and I'm going to end it on this note, okay? When has Canelo been in a fair fight? And I'm not saying that as a Canelo hater, okay? And I cannot stand when people like, oh, why are you hating on Canelo? This. I'm not. I mean, look, if Gennady Golovkin had that track record, I'd say the same shit about Gennady Golovkin. In fact, I have criticized a lot of his career, okay? Go back and watch any of my videos. I mean, I have. I think he should have taken the Billy Joe Saunders fight. You know, I think they should have been a little more aggressive, you know, calling guys out. You know, I said, you know, what would Bob Arum have done for him? What would Oscar De La Hoya done for Gennady Golovkin's career? You know, in term or versus Tom Loeffler, K2 Promotions, like, you know, so there's a lot of criticism that I've thrown towards Gennady Golovkin, and right now, you know, the gut. Okay, you know, I've been talking about it for a week. Look, even if Gennady Golovkin gets in like just fucking incredible shape, right? Like, damn, he looks like he's like somebody just chiseled a perfect body, ripped, cut, you know, just incredible. Like, he looks like, you know, 2011, 12, 13 Gennady Golovkin, you know, prime Golovkin. Even if he gets in that kind of shape, it doesn't matter because it's not real. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like you have to look, in order to take those kind of body shots and in order to maintain stamina, okay? Two key things in this fight: body shots, stamina. You know, because Canelo will go to the body. I mean, look, mark my words. I'm telling you. You know, on fight night, come back to my channel. Canelo is going to dig and dig and dig and dig to the body. Okay? So, Golovkin, you know, putting on that armor at the end of, or you know, what, a month out, you know, putting on that stomach armor, putting on the abs, it's not good. You know, it's something you got to maintain, and I don't like it. I really don't. I don't like it. But I also think they can wear the belt high, you know, kind of like Kovalev did. They can wear the belt high, and he will be in shape. Okay, but like I said, he's not going to be as durable as he would have been if he would have stayed in shape. Okay, that's my point. So, but anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I just wanted to kind of show you the training footage. You know, see what you think. I mean, looking at he just looks so like clumsy and flat-footed. Like every time I watch Canelo, there's no grace. You know, there's just no motion. He's not. There's no. You know, he's not fluid, right? You know, it's like, you know, I hear a lot of UFC fighters talk about that. How, you know, your body has to be like a liquid, like a fluid. You know, and you have to be, you know, graceful, like a dancer. You know, when I watch him, he's got like these bricks on his feet, like these clunky feet. You know, and just this awkward, hunched over. You know, almost like a guy that's like trying to learn how to box. You know, he's just. But he has gotten better. I will say that. You know, I will give Canelo that. Okay, he has dramatically improved. I mean, if you go back and watch, you know, just go back in his career, any fight really. I mean, especially in the past, I'd say, I don't know, right around Cotto. Okay, you know, look at the difference between, or say maybe a Kirkland fight and a Chavez or a Khan. But then, of course, I know people are going to say, well, yeah, you know, he's got a human punching bag in front of him. Of course he's going to look great, you know, but which he doesn't look great, but he has improved. So, but I don't know, guys. You know, I'm just kind of off the top of my head, just, you know, throwing some shit out there. But yeah, thinking about, you know, maybe going live in front of the camera, maybe I don't know, maybe over the weekend. You know, I'm getting kind of bored talking into a microphone, so, you know, maybe it's time to get back in front of the camera. But all right, guys, leave your comment below, and I'm still trying to get that Abel Sanchez interview. I'm gonna call again tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll get it. He's busy. I mean, I get it. He's busy. So, and not only that, it'll be the first time that I've interviewed Abel. So, you know, once I build that relationship with him, you know, it'll be a lot better. So, all right, guys, leave your comment below.